They have done that to me a couple times. I'm like, dude, what is... No, I don't want that.
Well, it just looks so much like a weed cart.
Yeah,
it actually looks like weed carts from like 6 years ago. That's what it really looks like.
And it's kind of scary.
But that smell, like when we were in the room.
At fucking season 4, some guy came in our room and was vibing with us and.
Well, he wasn't really vibing with us. He was on his own vibe.
He was on his own vibe.
DMTing with y'all.
And then he offered, us a hit, and it was like...
And we were like, what does that smell? I was like, did this motherfucker shit himself? Like, it smelled weird.
Potent,
it smells like plastic, kind of.
It smells like plastic, shit, and fucking dust bunnies.
Yeah.
Like the mothballs.
Mothballs.
Yeah, mothballs.
I mean, considering it's like probably fake DMT, it's probably a lot of plastic to begin with.
DMT is kind of fake to begin with.
Yeah, that's
in essence, like...
Unless you're going to Amazon and licking toads.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, bro. Like,
trying to lick a toad.
Let's get a fucking pilgrimage out there, bro. Let's go.
Some guy comes to like the renegade room and he just has like, hey, you guys want to get a lick?
Fucking
out of your pocket.
You guys want a lick of this toad?
Be like, dude.
I might consider doing that over whatever the fuck they're offering me. Dude.
Come on, bro. Just lick the fucking toad.
How many different colors of powders can you find? It's like a scavenger hunt.
And how many people are carrying around a toad in their pocket? Like, he's probably pretty legit at that point.
This is my friend Harry. This is my pet Harry.
He consented. Don't worry.
He's just giving you these eyes. Lick me. Lick me.
Lick me.
Like the fucking Hypno Toad from Futurama.
Like, lick it and it goes...
Yeah. Jeez.
Right.
Not supposed to lick the front. You're supposed to lick the back,
on the frog.
I don't know anything about this.
It's up to Harry. Henry. Whatever.
All right, well, this is a good way to start the episode. Shit, here we are, back again. Season 2, episode 6 of the final mix with REM music. Yeah. Of the second season.
No, I know, but this is great. We're going through the second season.
And we have our guest, Cobb.
Woo!
The famous Cobb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Previously Corn Cobb.
Yeah, drop that.
Drop that.
Yeah.
What made you drop the corn?
Oh, I've had lots of DJ names ever since I started. I was back in college. I was DJ Diabetes.
That's hilarious.
Fucking
I do have diabetes for...
I could say that.
Look, type 1, we're good. It's there, we're good. But
people, type 1 motherfuckers.
Yeah, God. And so it was DIA-BEAT-ES. DJ Diabetes. Horrible. Anyways, so then I was like, okay, this is starting to offend people. And then when I got down here, I tried to do DJ Diabetes. It didn't go over well. People were like, no, you got to pick something better.
I feel like that would work in like, in like Palm Harbor or Dunedin where a bunch of old fucks are.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they would love that name.
DJ in Clearwater,
they find
Scientology,
out I'm type
bro.
1 and they're like,
well, they can't be mad about it. I mean, you were born with that shit.
Yeah, type 2's asked for it. But anyways, and then I was like, well, Cobb is like kind of... it's all over the place. There's Cobb County in Atlanta.
That's true.
There's
Cobb is a big name in Florida.
There's a movie theater, the Cobb movie theater.
Yeah. And so I was like, it's still like not unique enough to where it's like someone's last name, but I was like, it still kind of resonates a little bit. And then I was like, all right, well, can't just be Cobb. Let's throw corn in there. I was like, ironically, this is too corny and cringy, and I was like, I got to drop that.
That's why I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the corniness.
We're here to see Corn Cobb.
I guess it is. It's insinuated.
And also throw Corn Cobb up on like the like when you're DJing like behind me.
Yeah,
looks way worse than just Cobb
with a corn.
Yeah,
I just imagine like a graphic of like a corn like the little and just spinning slowly.
Yeah, the branding is all there, but
it's right there.
I don't know. I would
do a bunch of like Corn Hub stuff with that.
Yeah, that too.
Corn Hub. Yeah.
It just I don't know. I felt like Cobb was like way more succinct. Like if you see it on a flyer, like I feel like Cobb just looks better. But I don't.
Yeah, that's how do you? It does spell it just like COBB. Okay.
Yeah. We it used to be Cobb.
Cobb.
Yeah. Because I'm Cajun from Louisiana. Was my family.
Bro, I lived in Louisiana for a little bit. Yeah, what part?
My dad was born in New Orleans, but Shreveport is where all of my family lived.
Okay.
North Louisiana.
Yeah.
My grandma taught like the only middle school in the whole city.
Wow.
So yeah.
Shit.
And so that's where my family's from. And then moved to Middle Georgia. And then we've been at Georgia ever since.
Wow.
So
damn.
That's funny. I never really associated you with Louisiana, but I see it and I hear it now that you mentioned it.
But it's all over the place too, because like even up in Athens, there's Cobham Village, which is like where all the fraternities and sororities are, and that's like a huge historical name up there. So I don't really know where it traces back to exactly, but I do know we're Cajun and it's French.
That's awesome.
So,
I lived in Baton Rouge for a while,
There you
and
go.
I was like right in Baker.
Yep.
So over there, which Louisiana is so cool. Like the people are awesome, the food's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like the vibe is dope, but the land, the actual physical land, sucks
Oh, yeah.
ass.
It's
It's
horrible.
It could rain for 10 minutes. You're gonna be flooded for a week.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the roads suck, and it's so weird because
I've only driven through Louisiana once, and that was my takeaway. The
it's
roads suck.
But the
right?
government has so much money there, but none of it goes to
No.
to anything.
No. Well,
It's
Katrina's your first
Well, yeah.
example of that. But yeah.
yeah, there you go. I miss the food so much. And there's a couple of Louisiana like restaurants out down here,
Oh, yeah.
but like
I love Cajun food. I mean, anytime I can get my
Yeah,
hands on some shrimp
absolutely.
and grits, bro.
so good.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
etouffee, some boudin.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the best thing I ever had out there, which sometimes I'll bring it up to people in Louisiana. Some people know it, some don't. But like the place I went to called it armadillo eggs. And it's like it's like pepper jack cheese wrapped up in chicken, wrapped in bacon, creamed. I
Interesting.
creamed my pants when I ate it. So good. So good.
Oh, yeah.
And
The
then you
food,
cracklins and shit like
Yeah,
that.
well, and the staple, the what do they call them? The mud crickets or mud, which
Oh,
are
the
crawdads.
crawdads, yeah, the crawfish,
crawdads. And
yeah.
you say that to people, and they're like, "What the
Yeah,
the
bro.
hell are you talking about?"
What a crawdad! What?
Having a real like seafood boil and shit like was great
Oh,
because
yeah.
I was working with a bunch of guys and I was doing electrical work.
Yeah.
I was working with a bunch of guys, and it was great. Like just learning their whole like culture and everything. I've never had such cheap alcohol
Yep.
and beer before. It
Wow.
like, bro, like the best thing that I had. So like I never had Miller High Life. Like you ever see the golden can with
Oh,
like
yeah.
red on it? Bro, shit was like, I mean, this was during COVID. Shit was like a big can, 60 cents.
So nice.
Just fucking, you wake up at
Wow.
like 6 a.m., 5 a.m., work until like noonish, whatever, like you get off really early. Everyone there is just, I would see so many people like, you're driving your truck, you're going home to like fucking barbecue or some shit, and you grab a 6-pack and you just drink and drive. It is, you drink and drive
We're
and
getting
you
like
pick
that in
up.
Florida too, but
Yes, but over there, I saw it everywhere,
Georgia's not
bro.
too far off.
Yeah. But
it's the South, man. The
What-
Bible Belt's been going off the
Hey,
grid.
Where
Yeah.
they are ahead of us is they have daiquiris. Like like frozen fucking slushies that
That's
you
what we need here for sure. We
Oh
need-
my god.
Better than like the college like syrup mixes that we get.
Give me a fucking daiquiri. I
Yeah,
can make
that
whatever
shit
flavor
fresh,
I
right?
want.
Yeah.
Fucking delicious.
Wet Willie's. You ever been to Wet Willie's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
bro.
have one in Savannah on Tybee. Yeah, that was the place to be during
Bro.
the summer. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
God.
daiquiris and all. Yeah, it was good.
I went during like I said COVID, but I went during Mardi Gras, but because of COVID they kind of shut it all down.
Yeah.
So I went and it was cold as fuck. It was like 40 degrees over there.
Jeez.
So it was awful. It was weird, but I remember we went out there and I had my favorite animals are elephants and turtles. Okay.
Fair enough.
I had turtle soup. And
How was it?
I feel
it
guilty
hurt,
about
bro.
that.
Like
yeah,
I
I'd say.
had it and I took like a bite and I'm like, and I was like, I don't know about this.
It's like those motherfuckers
And then-
are helpless to begin with.
Yeah, it was like I took a bite. I was like, I don't know about this. And then when I was done with it, because I ate the whole fucking thing, I'm like, I would do it again, but I would have to do it where nobody knew. Like I felt dirty. I felt like
Yeah, like go into a room and do it. Yeah.
I felt like yeah, like really bad. Like no one should ever fucking know about this.
I thought you were gonna say you had elephant. I thought that's where this was going.
Hey,
Can you? I went to
I don't know
Louisiana.
if you're allowed to say that publicly.
Yeah, I had elephants. It was great.
Yeah, we'll get
Peter's
peed all
already
over
upset.
it.
Let's not
Super.
give him another reason to come break down the door.
Super tender. Like,
Oh my god, very chewy, very fatty.
ate the trunk.
Terrible.
Oh my god,
That would
that's
be
awful.
the worst one. That would be of all the things that you could eat
the
off an
trunk-
elephant. The
Oh,
trunk would
God.
be terrible. It'd be
God.
like-
Or the
never mind.
foot. Can you imagine eating a
Yeah,
Elephant foot.
that would be.
Dude, they're too sentient.
Yeah, I
I
can't.
already feel bad about
We got to
elephants.
get off this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
hashtag save the elephants?
hashtag say, fuck the turtles, but save the
all
elephants. You know?
proceeds.
No.
Brings us to our sponsor.
So we talked about Louisiana a little bit. Tell us a little bit about Georgia because you
Yeah.
said that
Georgia?
you had a whole experience in Georgia. You were fraternity life, DJing with the fraternity life.
Yeah.
and I don't know. We talked about that a little bit on this podcast. So
Yeah.
what was your experience in UGA?
It's a long story. So I actually didn't go to UGA. So I grew up in Savannah and then went to a school called Georgia College and State University. Fucking mouthful. It's a public liberal arts college up in Milledgeville, Georgia, which is middle of fucking nowhere, Georgia. So you got Atlanta, Athens, and Macon. We sit in the middle of that triangle.
Oh shit, that's not a bad place to be though.
It was cool. It was cool. Tiny little college, 6 bars in total, all one street. So yeah, I went to school there and was like trying to make shitty beats for Atlanta rappers for a little while. And
we did that too.
Yeah,
Tampa.
Yeah, and then I was like, we were at like I think it was Imagine Festival, me and Christina, and I was like, dude, that looks really cool. Like I bet I could do that. And she was like, I'll get you a board. I was like, okay, let's run it. And so it was like October of 2019. She got me a little DJ 200. I sat in the
Thank you.
Yeah, the little board. I sat in the back house of the fraternity houses where I lived, just cranking out shitty mixes of Wild Ones by Flo Rida in the fucking
Hell yeah.
Flo
Trial
Rida,
of Our
baby,
Lives by Pitbull. I was just making all these shitty fucking things. While also trying to DJ stuff that I wanted to do, so like, dubstep and house. And then one of the guys who was DJing at the only nightclub in the whole college town, his name was Mike Andrews, he was like, yo, you should talk to the owner about getting some work in here at the nightclub. And I was like, yeah, that'd be really cool. His name was DJ Rocky.
Shout out Rocky.
Yeah, shout out Rocky, because little did I know at the time, but he's actually Luke Bryan, country girl.
Yeah.
So he goes on tour with Luke. And when you go see Luke on any of his like big shows, like stadium shows, like massive sold out shows, Rocky is the one DJing. He's like one of the first people.
Oh, before
on
and
stage.
after type shit.
He's kind of doing
warming up
like
the crowd.
setting the tone, and then
Hell
also
yeah.
kind of doing the breakdown stuff. And so I didn't really know that at the time, but I knew he was DJing. And so I called Rocky and I was like, dude, I'd love to DJ at Capitol. And he was like, all right, Thursday night, you're on. And I was like, what? Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, and so it was trial by fire.
Holy shit.
He was texting me every single transition for the 3 hours that I was DJing, like whether it was good or bad. But
wow.
But it was
crazy.
worth it. But
The
it was worth
critique.
it. Yeah,
That's
and
insane
so,
pressure. Holy shit.
Yeah,
That one
and like,
sucked.
Well,
Okay.
because of like who he was, I was like, shit, I gotta do this thing.
Yeah.
And it was probably, if I recorded it, like that thing would live in the depths of my computer, would never see the light of day. Like it was probably terrible. But I did it, got my $150 for the night. And he was like, all right, I'll see you next week. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Dude,
Nice.
Yeah, and so did that. Opened for some fucking kind of big country stars now, because they would also do country shows there. So like, I opened for Bailey Zimmerman. I opened for can't remember his name, but Dig Down in Dallas. You know that guy?
Oh yeah.
Opened for that guy. A couple other ones. I can't really remember
Set
their
up
names.
AV for that guy one time.
Yeah,
I forget his name.
I mean, they're all really nice guys. I don't really listen to country music anymore. I was more 2014 country, Darius Rucker and all that. But anyways, so I got some good experience out of it. Rocky would invite me to come DJ at the nightclub, like on an afternoon. And he would actually show me stuff. So it was all really good experience. Rent was cheap as hell in Milledgeville, Georgia. So it was, yeah. And so like I would make my rent in a weekend, and then
That's awesome. That's a fucking move.
yeah. But I was also grinding. I was doing that. I was a waiter at a Greek restaurant. Shout out Deepak, my guy. And then I was also hosting trivia at his Mexican restaurant around the corner.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was, yeah. and
Were
then
you
I
a
was-
cook at a Chinese restaurant too?
No.
Jesus
But I was
Christ.
also working for the Center for Health and Social Issues,
There we
which
go.
is doing public
Community
health
work,
stuff.
yeah.
I was like
Wow.
running food banks and stuff, and then organizing like all these different kind of community events, and then also just picking up like random side DJ gigs on the side.
Staying busy, bro.
Yeah, while also being in school and doing all that. So it was a grind. And then when I finished all that up there, I never really took the step towards like branding myself. Like it was more about the money and stuff, because
Yeah.
I was just doing the bar gigs and everything.
Right.
So when I moved down here, about 3 years ago, I was like, I gotta take a break because like I didn't really understand the concept of like having a set. Like I was always just like 3-hour fucking gigs kind of thing. So I was like, I gotta take a break from that. And we were DJing at my house, and eventually I was just like, dude, I gotta get out of the house. I can't keep DJing for the same 3 people. And so then started going to open decks, and
Hell yeah.
it's been about a year and a half's worth of grinding, but it's been fun. Made friends, it's all been good. So
That's
So
good,
you've only
bro.
been in the Tampa scene for a year and a half. You
I think,
yourself?
yeah, I would say so.
It feels longer than that, but maybe that's just because we've been here for so long at this point. I
Yeah.
feel like I've known you for like 2 years now, but
Yeah, well, it
Maybe
might
not.
have been even shorter. I was checking my memories on my Snapchat, and my first open decks I went to, so first public thing I did in Tampa was at Heights Lounge of
there we go.
June of last year.
OG, bro. OG
Yeah.
Heights Lounge,
Yeah,
veteran,
yeah.
man. That's
So
crazy.
a year ago, June of last year was my first like. It was also the first time I had to make a USB and,
Really?
and like
That's-
play on
This
on
is
like
everything.
yeah,
that
you
is
know
the
the
key
joke
to the
like
kingdom, right
frat DJs showing up with a laptop and shit. I was like, I can't look like that guy.
No.
So
No, I've not seen anybody with a laptop.
It is unacceptable in the
What is
industry
that?
at this
What does
point.
that mean? What's okay?
So there-
explain it
so
to me.
there's a-
it's weird.
There, in my opinion, being that I've seen the full circle between
Yeah.
like 2016, 2017 to right now,
yes,
2025,
it's
Right.
been you. I would go. Somebody has their
like controller, laptop.
yeah. Okay, and then what? Why did that become bad?
So that was a hip hop style.
Yes.
And it came from this somewhere between the vinyl culture and then like people wanting the ease of access of like you have thousands of songs at your disposal on a laptop with a
Right.
hard drive, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then you can do things on the program that you wouldn't necessarily be able to do on like the all-in-ones.
or on the
Yeah.
fly too, like
On the fly for
Yeah.
sure. And I don't know, just most people, they come up as bedroom DJs. They train themselves and they buy their own equipment and they start from a low.
it's a big adjustment to move to an all.
Every
Yeah.
time, people say real quick. Every time people say bedroom DJ, I think that it's somebody who only plays R&B.
I mean,
Like
I
a
think
bedroom.
baby making. DJ.
Yeah, like
I hired
yeah,
this
we're
person
gonna-
to help me get my girl pregnant.
like we're having a swingers party. Would you like to DJ our
I'm
event?
trying to DJ
yeah,
a swingers
yeah. Oh, yeah.
party. Apparently, they're good fucking money.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Oh my
I
God.
don't doubt it.
I bet they're fucking great.
I was about to say I'll talk about the con that I went to.
Yeah, we could bring that in here. But anyway,
Okay,
so
yeah, anyway,
full
yeah,
circle. So yeah, when we got into college and we were doing our thing, you were talking about 2019. Like I was already kind of in the shit by 2018, 2019,
Right.
working my local bars in college and
Yep.
in Gainesville and stuff. And yeah, somewhere along the way, as the dance music culture came in, CDJs took over, and it
Yep.
became common practice for every club to have their own set of CDJs
Industry
or
standard.
something like a set of CDJs accessible to them from like a production company down the road or something. And so that's what we did is we started as the production company like offering these setups to all these frat shows like the you know the house bangers and stuff like
Right,
that or the club shows and the bar shows and basically now and COVID had a lot to do with it too because there were a lot of people that weren't really accepting the change and there were a lot of hip hop DJs that were like, no, I'm not fucking doing all that.
Right.
And the dance music DJs were like, let's fucking go. And then when COVID happened, like there was a switch. Hip hop went out.
Yep.
EDM came in.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it wasn't about vinyl and controllers anymore. It was about fucking all-in-one systems. And
Right.
now you had to have a $15,000. You had to have the newest CDJ 3000s with the fucking V12 mixer. And then now it's
But
like
why?
Alpha Theta with Pioneer. It's like
But why
they took
didn't
over.
that
It's like-
genre like laptops? Why did that genre just not like laptop? Because
Because
the all-in-one is just like
the festival DJs and the idea of like someone's got to come up and there's like got to be a seamless transition and
Yeah.
they don't want to have someone in the back line having to set up a whole new set of XLRs and all that. Like it's
Yeah.
just
Well, I think it also
there's
it
this
looks
and you come
sexier.
in. It
it
does.
looks good when you have a
having
laptop. It looks corny as fuck.
Yeah, it looks way cooler to just dink and now you're like ready to go. I don't have to like log in and all that stuff.
Well, I
So-
think part of it is like, yeah, you get that Serato face. You're like
Yes,
locked in your
yeah.
computer and you're like, I gotta find the next fucking song.
Yeah.
And like,
I'd be so scared because I feel like you have to. All-in-one is awesome. It's right here. You have your little screen. But to have like a laptop and be like, fuck, like you know
I've
what I'm
gotten
saying?
myself into some trouble doing that shit for sure.
Yeah,
man.
and
Miss a
it's-
transition.
My
or something.
touchpad. Like,
It's weird. I don't know. I obviously feel more comfortable now, but like you definitely feel that like brain having to break your brain a little bit moving to all-in-ones like the first couple times you get on
Yeah.
it. You're like, fuck, what the hell is
Yeah.
this spaceship?
I am 100% for all-in-one controllers as a concept. I personally am not a fan of how Pioneer, now Alpha Theta, has like geared the whole industry towards you have to have record box in order to like be a professional DJ. I think that's kind of fucked in my opinion, especially when Denon has like a better operating software, but that's a subjective thing. Some people think Pioneer's better.
Cancel him.
I don't really care what it is at the end of the day.
Good
I just
luck on
need
your
something.
Pioneer sponsorship.
Yeah,
Bro,
you're
I
fucked
just,
now.
Hey man, I don't give
You
a fuck.
fucked us.
I don't give a fuck. Hey, James Hype is saying the same shit as I am. Like, and he's like,
Sponsored
he
by
is the fucking Pioneer baby child.
Yeah,
and
but
like,
he only
as-
plays on 2000.
Say that.
he only plays on 2000, and that's fucking weird. Is that they came out with
think
these
it's
fucking
2000s.
new controllers? Yeah, well, they came out with the 3. Now they're gonna come out with 4000s. Fucking a.
Hey,
But
they make 2000 cheaper for me to buy.
I'm
Bro,
okay
they're
with that.
making, that shit
Because
is
there's people that
crazy
still
how
make
much
some
they're coming out
900s and
with.
800s and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
no,
know,
I get
They're
it.
coming out with them
XDJ
so
consoles.
fast.
Well, and this is the other problem is it's just burying everybody that's trying to get ahead. You can't
Yeah.
get ahead at this point. Like we got our AZ, and that was like us investing in the new
that was a
generation of
big
Alpha
purchase.
Theta.
Yeah.
And that'll be relevant for the next few years. But like, okay, perfect example. The AZ, all of the mixer controls are digital. It's all
Yep.
digital.
Yep.
You
Yep.
can't. There's nothing hardware. You can't even switch your A to B to through. Like everything is
digital.
on a chip.
Yep.
And that is why I moved from controllers and laptops to all-in-one, because I didn't want a computer fucking up my set.
Yeah.
Because in the middle
Yeah.
of a hot-ass club, my computer
Crashes.
would crash.
Yeah.
Or it would
Yeah.
lag, and it would like, the song
remember-
would go
oh my
quarter
God,
time
I
or half
remember
time,
that.
and like
Yes.
it sounds awful, and it ruins your set. And like,
It's
I'd
rough.
rather just have a fucking CDJ die on me and go in an emergency loop than that happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
because
I don't know.
each one has its own individual like
Yeah.
operating system. You can kind of save yourself as it
Yeah.
breaks like that.
So that was my own personal rant. But that's why I don't do laptops anymore, because
Didn't know you
all-in-one-
felt this way.
I feel terrible about it. It's a necessary evil, so to
No,
speak.
remember
you
we've
know?
done shows before where like the laptop would literally just stop working.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we're just like,
Yep.
there's nothing you could do. Like,
Unless you
please?
have like Spotify like on another channel.
Which that's what we
to, like,
started
switch
doing.
That's what we
to.
started doing.
Emergency
Yeah.
aux, baby. Emergency aux.
You get on the mic, you
That
go, hey. While I do this, how is everybody doing?
hey, what the fuck was that?
It wasn't me. It wasn't
Who the
me.
fuck's that
shit. You
guy?
play Shaggy right afterwards.
Yeah. That or Colt 45.
Who wants to hear Mo Bamba?
Oh, dude, Mo Bamba. Okay, so I want to hear some of your frat stories, because
Frat stories.
what is like the craziest gig that you played? Like, did you ever play a gig that you thought the floor was gonna come out from underneath you or anything like that?
I don't know. I don't really have any like crazy frat stories. There's just been a lot of like weird situations. Like so, as the other DJ that was kind of like like passing it off to me phased out, and I was doing more of the party gigs, I was being relied on for like everything that was going on, and I liked that. I was
Right.
like it. Because part of the, like, one of the reasons I got into DJing, because I was like, fuck being in the crowd. I'm not having the same pointless conversation with
Yeah.
these people over and over and over again. I want to be able to control the music. Like,
Right.
like what this person's playing is dog shit. Let me pick the music. And maybe that's a selfish thing, but I was like,
No, it's fine.
I would rather be the
Welcome.
DJ, not have to talk to people, and get to pick my own music.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just got relied on for doing it more and more. And I think as it went on, I got more sick of the songs that I was trying to play, like, because it was just very repetitive. It's that fucking 120 BPM, same melody, Kesha, Pitbull, everything. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, I think I single-handedly funded Kesha's new mansion wherever she bought it recently. How many times I played TikTok?
All the
off of-
downloads, yeah.
SoundCloud,
Party
streaming on
don't stop
Rekordbox.
till I
But
walk in.
I'm just happy that like I was also given the freedom to kind of like test things out. But that was one story is I played, I think it was like Disclosure, which is like, you know, is hit or miss for some people.
I like
And-
disclosure
right, right.
to disclose this.
Yeah.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure.
We're a Disclosure fan.
But
I
like,
like those British fucks. They're
people
pretty good.
like genuinely would start like yelling like, play something, and I'm like,
yeah.
and I'm like, dude,
Play
like,
Bad Bunny. Play
like,
Mo Bamba.
Leave me alone.
you're at a frat party, like, go drink some more alcohol. Like, you're not even, like, really here for the music.
It only
Like,
takes one slip up.
yeah.
You're here to
And
get laid. That's
and
what
so-
it is.
I eventually then started, like, saying fuck it, and I was dropping, like, Subtronics in the middle of frat parties
Wow.
and stuff, and people we're like, okay, fine, whatever. Well, just let him do his thing. He'll get back to Pitbull in a second.
Somebody's like, he does this from time to time. Just let him go.
We can walk outside.
Are you scared?
So what year was this? 2019?
2019.
Like right before COVID?
Yeah, 2020. But
because that's what it was. I mean, that is the weird. There was this in between era for about a year right before COVID where people didn't know what to play in a club. You didn't know
I'd argue
country, R&B, hip hop, dance music. You're like, there's too many different crowds. You always got a group of Latin girls that want to hear Bad Bunny for the entire night.
Well, and I just recently went back
or the Drakes
for my brother's graduation in the same college and went to the frat house and just kind of did the whole hey, here's the old guy thing. And
alumni
was talking to the current DJs because that was the nice thing is we kind of pass it off year after year, and they're still playing that stuff.
Really?
And I asked them, and I was like, are y'all sick of this? The DJs, and they're like, yeah, we hate this. And I'm like, so what is it gonna take for this stuff to become Beastie Boys? Like, at what point do we move this? But it's
right.
timeless. Sure, it's always gonna work. But why is it still the predominant thing? Like, you bring in the average, 2000s banger. And it works in that moment, but you're not playing.
You don't play it the whole time.
2000s banger. I'm like, when do we move this out? And maybe it's me getting older.
Yeah.
Like maybe Sabrina Carpenter and Pink Pony Club. What's her name?
Chaperone.
Maybe that stuff is becoming more of what we're associating with being the bangers.
Well, classics aren't made anymore, bro.
That's true
too. Because there's too much. There's too much. There's too much being pushed that you don't have time to appreciate anything.
Right.
That's the thing. Like back when they would release. If Kanye released Graduation, right?
Right.
Crazy. You had to sit with that for a couple of years.
Right.
Like you have to sit with it now. Right. It's not like I'm going to release it and then I'm going to do a couple of singles and then I have another album.
Right. It can't simmer. Nothing can simmer
and then,
anymore.
Then if it does, you have an album like think about let's say Ice Spice, right?
Yeah.
She made an album and it fucking flopped. Like her sales are trash.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I haven't heard from her a little bit. It's like also with art, like a lot of artists, you don't really have to make. There's two lanes, or really three. You do the Kendrick, Rihanna stuff where you put out hits, you let them sit.
Yep.
You don't be on social media too much.
Nope.
You let that mystery kind of go.
Yep.
Or you become like the Ice Spice thing where you put out music and it flops and you just like are on Instagram 24/7.
Yeah.
Or you are just like the new hip hop generation where you're just song, and you never make an album.
No.
Those are the three lanes that you have to pick from. That's it.
Yeah.
And nobody's really doing the Kendrick, Rihanna, Jay-Z, Mysterious Online. You know me because of my music, not because I'm posting what I'm doing.
You brought up two good artists that are making waves and creating their own lanes. Not really creating them, but like Chaperone, for example.
Yes.
She did some
Making
shit
bangers.
that people haven't done in a really long time. And I don't know if they'll end up being classics necessarily, but her music will be
They're going to live on forever.
They're going to live on for 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah, for sure.
They are good music. It's good music, too.
And I think Sabrina Carpenter has her own, lane that she's in. And hers is kind of in between because she is definitely making very
she
poppy
came
music.
up as like a Disney kid. So she had
There's a pipeline there.
Yeah.
I really like Dua Lipa, but I don't know if she will have.
She's another
classics.
Disney kid, right?
She's selling out stadiums.
No, but I never hear like a Dua Lipa song, and I'm like, fuck yeah, like
really?
I love this. No, I like all of them.
Don't stop now.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, banger.
One Kiss. You know One Kiss?
One Kiss?
One Kiss?
Okay, that's Calvin Harris.
Okay, but still, she's on it. One Kiss.
But it works, though.
No, it does.
Works.
No,
I hear One Kiss, and I'm like, okay.
When I think of that shit.
I fuck with. I could have One Kiss. I could do this.
I don't know. I also I've also kind of, as I've become more of like doing DJ sets and stuff, like I will listen to that stuff as it comes on, but I don't remember the last time I turned on the radio. Like, in my car, like
or Sirius
everything.
Or Pandora. Or
I am
like
every chance I get, because I'm pretty busy, like just with regular work and stuff. Like I'm trying to crate dig as much as I can.
I find myself like a lot of pop hits and like newer artists are passing over me now because of that. Like I'm so concerned about getting like my crates together and like forming my sound as an artist.
That when I do like
when I do a wedding or I do like a prom or something, and I literally will tell them, maybe this is cheating, but I'm like, put together a playlist of like 50 songs that you guys for sure want to hear. The kids want to hear this song because they're going to come and request it to me anyway.
Right.
So like make a request list, put out a fucking sheet.
That's
the week
like
before.
a wedding like thing.
Yeah. And so they'll give me songs and I'm like, well, first of all, that shit's from the 90s. Why are you listening to this? That shit's from the 2000s.
I like it.
Half of this shit is, and it's weird because half of the shit is
it's trending on TikTok. The sound's trending on
It
TikTok.
is, yeah.
Do you want to see me dance?
No.
Get the fuck away from me.
starts emoting, fucking Fortnite. But,
Do you like this?
Hey,
Film me.
But there are
raising the
people,
energy, so contributing to the vibe. So we can't hate
And
it.
the shit that kids are like getting lit to now is like, okay, all right.
You like this
ain't
shit?
Waka Flocka. That's for sure.
I'm kind of out of touch with that. I don't even really know what's like popular.
It's a really weird time. I will say one thing. Post Malone, I like so much because you can put on a classic from his rap albums. You could put on some pop stuff from him, and then you could do like today's country shit.
Bro,
and
I think I'm going to say something very controversial right here.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Post Malone is the male Taylor Swift. He's got eras.
Oh, my God.
He does not have the cult following.
He
that Taylor
doesn't.
Swift does.
No.
But I could see that.
You see what I'm saying?
I could see that.
Yeah.
You're fucked, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Wow.
I'm trying to think who else is kind of similar to that.
I'm
I
in
can't
limbo.
really think any off the
No,
top of
because
my
he's
head.
so diverse.
I know. Well, now that
Yeah.
he's doing country, I'm like, he did a reverse Taylor Swift. He literally did a reverse Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people can also look at, you have
popping.
Drake, you have Taylor Swift, like biggest selling eras.
I would compare Drake to Taylor Swift as well, but he did his own thing because he was on Degrassi first, and then he got a lot of industry support early on.
But also, Post
I don't
Malone is a
know
musician.
about Taylor Swift. Yeah, Post Malone
is a musician. Taylor Swift, I don't really fuck with her music. I'm not a Swiftie, but I appreciate the fuck out of her for her, like, being a musician, what she can do, awesome.
Well, I prefer her country sound way more than
I
her
think
pop
a lot
sound.
of us who are like guys our age prefer that. Anyways, like the older country stuff, like Teardrops on My Guitar, banger. But like I could do without, we're never getting back together. Like I can do without that, so it's like,
song.
But I think that resonates a lot.
Good,
with people
bitch. I
our
don't
age.
want to get
Yeah,
back
well,
together.
definitely resonates with the girls. Like, it's crazy how every single song in her category, some girl will resonate with it 100% and become a super fan over it. And like,
She relates to me. The bitch has $1 billion. You have nothing in common.
that's like when fucking
That's what you think.
Beyonce did "You Don't Break My Soul," and like she's talking about having a 9-to-5 job in the song, and I'm
It's like, what the fuck do you know?
what do you?
You've been a child prodigy. What do you know?
I don't really have a rhetorical.
I have 5 things in my fridge right now. I have 5 items of food.
She probably
3
does
of
too,
them
'cause
are-
she hasn't been home in months.
That's true. She's not gonna shop for it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But my thing is, I think we're also like at a time like so it's. I think finding music is super frustrating right now because. Well, it's a weird time of like you ask anybody their music taste and nobody listens to new music.
Dude, it's the
Nobody
algorithm.
listens to
Your music taste is the algorithm at this point.
That's the thing. It's the algorithm, but also like me using Spotify, right? So my music is all music that I've listened to for years. I don't listen to any new music. Like nothing really.
All my
catches
new
ear.
music is dance music.
I was
Everything
gonna
new
say,
That's
is
what I'm
like
saying.
dance
Like, there's
music.
no new hip hop that I listen to. There's no
Which is crazy for you to say that.
There's no the new Jack Boys album came out and I didn't really care for it. I did like the Pusha T album. But people that I talk to, everybody just listens to like older stuff. Like, I don't know, like nothing is coming out now that I'm like, I don't know, like when I'm trying to think of a song like if you play "I'm on One" by Drake in the club, people are gonna lose their fuck. They love that song, but like
best I ever had.
But then in that moment, when like 2008 to like 2010s, everybody was just listening to new shit.
Yep.
And the biggest complaint, like from my uncle and like people a little bit older than me, was like, "You guys don't fucking listen to music from back then." And now we're at a time where like we only listen to music going back. Like no one's listening to new shit.
Yeah.
5, 10,
Unless
20
it's like
years,
you like
I don't know. I agree in it, and like also, but at the same, so like back before I got into EDM, I was hugely into like meaningful rap. I guess is what like
conscious rap.
So like
they call it, I guess.
like Isaiah Rashad.
is
like I will
awesome.
like back him forever. Was also really obsessed with like most of Dreamville's label, like Earth Gang and JID and
So you like Joey Badass?
Yeah,
like,
oh,
you like
love
stuff?
Pro Era.
Okay, cool.
Flatbush Zombies, like I think.
yeah,
Awesome.
Flatbush
Which
is
I
that
don't hear
shit.
from them too much anymore.
Well, Eric the Architect is doing a lot more stuff on his own. Like he was honestly, I think he was just on a track maybe within the past few months that was like an EDM-ish song. But he's always been
that's happening too.
He's
A lot
been
of
like
hip-hop is
a
out.
phenomenal producer ever since the old stuff like Flatbush, like back when Michi Darko was LS Darko. Like he was he was making all their beats, and so that was the stuff I grew up on, and loved, but also like I had like San Holo songs in my SoundCloud. Like it was, but then what switched was when I got to college and met my girlfriend Christina. Our first date was me and her sister and the guy that she was talking to. They took me to a Liquid Stranger show.
Oh my god,
That was our first date.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was our first date, and I was like, kind of like aware of what I was getting myself into, but then I got there and I was like, what am I getting because it's
different.
It was Champagne or Lucy opening for Champagne Drip, opening for LS Dream, opening for Liquid Stranger.
What
that was
the
our
fuck? When was this? 2018?
2019.
2019?
Yeah,
that's a crazy.
I'll send you
lineup.
the flyer. You put it on screen and or something like that. But yeah, that was
sick.
That was our first date.
That's a lineup,
and
dude.
I drove them. And I was just like,
that's a date.
We're going home, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, I loved every bit of it.
I
What
start
was
crying
that?
in the car. Oh my god,
I'm scared about it.
Oh god.
It was yeah. So that was like
You feel your life starting to change. Your whole compass just starts pointing in another direction.
And that's
I've
kind of
touched
like
God.
that's I think that's when I took my SoundCloud likes more seriously, and
there
that
you go.
started building up, and I
There you
was like, okay, I guess I'm bought into this now, and
Hell
so
yeah.
here we are. You know,
Which I like it. I like this new now going from hip hop into like this scene is a huge change, and I think when that conscious rap was happening was a good time. There was a conscious rap era like New York with Joey Badass and then Dreamville, all that good stuff, and then you had SoundCloud era, which then it's like, bro, fuck the lyrics, these fucking beats, and like it's
nuts,
crazy, and then SoundCloud ended, and then Travis Scott really brought like a SoundCloud era-ish to like mainstream,
right?
And then left the lyrics, and now it's like people in rap don't know what they want. They don't know if they want the crazy beats, because if you want the crazy beats, you have the Yeats now, which is just kind of like ear rapey.
Yeet and like Playboy Cardi.
It's a little ear, and there's like zero substance.
The
in
rage
lyrics.
music,
and then you try to have like, if you want lyrical, you got to go to like Conway and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Conway Twitty.
Yeah, and it's like
Conway the Machine.
yeah, Conway the Sheep.
Dude.
And it's like, it's weird. There's like
that's a group right there. Those guys, those three guys.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god! So you have that, and then you have like just super main. Then you have Drake, and it's like people don't know what to do with rap. So they're fuck that. We're gonna go to EDM, but now EDM like has taken over St. Pete. It is everywhere. There's not a single hip hop fucking bar anywhere at all. Like the fact that you will see like a Latin bar before a hip hop one in St. Pete still blows my mind.
Well, I think that's where we're at now. Is like if you're a hip hop artist, you have a serious decision to make. Because, like you said, there's the lanes of how you're going to get popular and stuff, and how you're going to pop on SoundCloud or whatever it is that you choose to do. But like, dance music revolutionized SoundCloud. The way that you use SoundCloud, the way people consume SoundCloud. I mean, SoundCloud would have died, I think, without like dance music coming in and kind of bringing it back.
Yeah,
that's all I use now.
Yeah, and so
I'm about to cancel my Spotify.
There's a lot of
that's all I use. Seriously.
Right. No, I mean it's a great way to find IDs and find like Crate Dig, like you said. And the hip hop artists, the good ones, the ones that you guys are talking about and that we respect. I think a lot of them, especially the more hype ones, are just switching to dance music because, I mean, fucking even Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda is a great example of an artist that we knew the whole time that we grew up off of like 3 songs or 1 album. Yep. Then he went away for his shit, came back out, tried to release some tapes. They absolutely flopped. And the first thing that popped is fucking his shit with side piece, right?
Side piece, yeah.
And
Waka Flocka was the first to do that.
Waka
he
did
was
the same exact
first
thing?
to do that shit, and everybody's like, the fuck?
Well, when Drake and fucking Beyonce, they did the same thing. Drake released like 3 albums back to back. One was trash, the other was more More Trash, and the other one was like a dance music album.
Yeah.
And the dance music album, there were like 3 tracks on there that were like, all right. And one of them was
Passion Fruit.
Well, that was even the last one.
Passion Fruit
Yeah, that was
from
from.
Miles Away.
What was the one
So
that
good.
That's all.
with Carnage with Gordo? He did a beat with Gordo.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Remember.
Boop, that one. But anyway,
But would it not be even before that when you bring up Carnage? It's like Lil Uzi, like, what do you want? Remember
Yeah,
that
well,
one? Like,
exactly,
that's even
exactly.
earlier. But I guess that was SoundCloud.
no,
so.
but that's exactly what he's saying though. It was 2016, 2017. There were hip hop artists on that wave.
Right.
Travis Scott was I would categorize him more in dance music than hip hop for some of his stuff. Yeah. And then the beats that he started breaking off and making after Jack Boys was like, and now everyone hates Travis Scott, or you either hate or you love him at this point.
Yeah,
because of what
he's
happened,
just so
but, like,
boring to me. He's just played out. Like Pusha T made a good point of like, I love Travis Scott, like to listen to music, but like nobody knows anything about this guy. He has not one song where he talks about himself or anything, which is fine.
90210? I'm kidding.
Well, his early stuff, his days before rodeo. No, I mean he had some really powerful stuff. But that's his whole thing. Is he's one of those artists
Like
that,
ragers, he's a rager.
He's a rager, and he has that mysterious element to him. Same thing with Cardi.
Yeah.
The thing about Cardi, like at least Travis had lyrics. Cardi, and I don't know so much about
Jesus.
Yeet really. I don't listen to Yeet, but like Cardi doesn't have lyrics. And I had a couple conversations with some Cardi stands that were like, "What do you listen to him for? Like, what is he adding to the music that his producer isn't? Because 95% of what you're listening to is the fucking producer."
No,
and
I'm not a
engineer.
Cardi stan, but the original Playboy Cardi album and
Die Lit?
the one before that,
Oh, yeah.
and the one before that
Magnolia?
had like
Yeah,
Choppa
Magnolia.
on it,
Magnolia.
and then Die Lit.
No chopper, no chopper.
Dude,
Those were
although,
good.
like,
I'll give him that.
I like those.
some of the like, what was it? Long Time, you know that song, and the beat is like,
Yeah.
like. His lyrics did add a lot to stuff like that, but like
he had
that's
some good
older
earlier
Cardi.
projects, but
older
that's what I'm saying.
Cardi.
Now it's like I feel the same way about Jack Boys. I listen to that Jack Boys album. I'm like, this is Cardi. I'm just listening to
Yeah.
Cardi and
Yeah.
Yeet, and I mean, fucking.
I try to listen to the new Yeet album. It's just like fuck on my bit, fuck on my
Distorted
bit.
808s
I'm like, cool.
everywhere.
This
just
beat,
throw a limiter on it and call it a day, boys.
it's like the beat goes hard, but every song sounds the fucking same, bro. Like I want.
That's why they don't release albums.
If I want to listen to beats that are crazy, I just listen to EDM.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
are you doing different? If I want to hear crazy shit, I'll just go to this where it's going to be crazier. Mm-hmm. And then if I want
better
lyrics, I'm
energy,
not going to go to
better-
you. Like you're in a weird limbo, bro.
But there is artists who were, I won't say the example because I know who the guy is, even though he wears a mask and stuff. But he made insanely popular, I mean chart-topping beats for a hip-hop rapper, and is now wearing a mask and doing it just as well. And so like that's it's like those guys, they like have to kind of pivot too, like and decide like, okay, the hip hop stuff has been fun, but now I'm moving to EDM. They have the talent for it too because they're producers.
Yeah.
They
Right.
understand.
Oh, dude!
music,
If fucking Metro Boomin started putting out fucking dance music, I would be all over
he
that
did
shit.
his last album.
Is it dance music?
So his last album that he just did, which I was showing you earlier.
You were talking about it, but
Some of it. There's like one dance song on there, like very much like Nokia, like very much Nokia vibes, but he went back to like Atlanta, like Speaker Knockers era, which is like some of it's more singy, some of it's a little bit more like Atlanta feeling or whatever. But even him, he did that. But like he did that, and it only sold 20,000 first week.
That's also because of his demographic, I think. Like his audience
Yeah.
that he's been pandering to for fucking 10 years now. Like they
it's
don't want to
weird,
hear that,
bro.
even though
We
they're
grew
the
out of
ones
it.
that
I
Trap
was
Nation
his
came
audience.
from.
I
So
just
like
grew
you know,
out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
And like I think when I was in college, my fraternity, I mean, I think like I said, the stuff about Kesha buying her a mansion, we probably did the same with Travis Scott. Like that was like our idol back in college, and I doubt like any of my friends like at the age we are now are like putting him on in their car.
Right.
Well, because and also you had a memory with it. Like I remember
it's nostalgic.
going
it's like listening to
school,
fucking Diddy. Like you wouldn't really go back.
Yeah, but also
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
who's the person for like us? Fucking 6 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, who, like us being like 20, 19, 18, 22, whatever, you hear like Travis Scott or this new person and you have a memory, you were going to parties.
It was the 2018 XXL Cypher.
Yes,
That was it.
Yes.
That was
But
it.
what's today's kids' new Cypher? Like, did you see the new Cypher?
I
Like
haven't
that
watched
kid,
the Cypher
But
since
it is
2019.
big. That Ian guy where
Oh
everybody
my
kind of
God,
clowned
bro.
him. Like, I get the like vision of it. Like but like that's what they think is cool now. Like it's
Well, I'm
fine.
like, bro, like it's boring. It's like the
They
music
know it.
is so
They know
boring.
it though. Like my girl works at a high school as like a marching band director,
Yeah.
and she has like world music classes where like she just gets random kids that come
Sure.
in,
Yeah.
and she's like, "What do you listen to? Like, let's listen to what you're listening to, and then do like a musical analysis of it,
Right.
and like
That's cool.
type shit." And they know that the music that their parents listen to versus their brother and sister listen to versus what they listen to is different.
Yeah,
And what they're
absolutely.
listening to, like, yeah, they fuck with it and they're doing their TikToks to it, but like, I think a lot of times when they're putting shit on, that's not really what they're listening to. I could be wrong, and maybe it's also because she associates with more like musical people.
We probably
but,
are
like,
generalizing
yeah,
a little bit
well,
too.
so that's my thing is like now we are at a point where most people I think are listening to country, not hip hop, and like dance music is infiltrating both of those genres.
Yeah.
So like people listen to pop music, they listen to what's on the radio and shit, but like at the end of the day, like
Well, also, it's
Yeah.
what's
you know
trendy.
who paved the way?
who did?
The Grateful Dead.
Oh, well, that's a whole weird.
Yeah,
You want
that's
to talk about that?
I just want to end this line of like, I think all these songs, these newer songs, don't have any much creativity or whatever. How many of these kids would be listening to these songs if they didn't come with a trendy dance? How many of these songs would be known and be played if there was not a dance connected to it?
Which is crazy because the dances aren't even like put out by the artists
We
anymore.
didn't have a
It's like-
dance for
But-
the Dua Lipa stuff we were talking about. Like, you know, like,
But
it was
that's
the
also.
big
But I
stuff.
like it. I think it's creative. I
Yeah.
thought Dua Lipa with her like in her '80s throwback kind of vibe, whatever. But I'm saying like all this newer music comes with a dance,
Sure,
or
yeah.
there's some like little drama behind it, blah blah blah. Like I don't know, bro. When fucking again when Drake came out with "I'm on One," there was no like there was music videos which were
Yeah.
cool, which was nice,
different
but there was no
culture, yeah.
dances. There was no
Yeah, but
trends
also
to
think
it.
about that. Like in the same department you're talking about, 3.5 minute music video.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not the attention span is 15 to 45 seconds now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really doubt anybody who is like in the demographic we're talking about is going and watching a Vivo music video.
God.
They're not
Yeah, I
going.
really
They are
don't- I
not going
wonder.
to sit
I
there
doubt they-
and watch
yeah, they're
a
not.
3.5 minute music video. They're going to watch a 45-second clip on TikTok, Instagram Reel, whatever.
And I
it is.
miss music videos.
That's how they're
bro.
consuming the music.
I mean, it's
love
just
music.
I never really
faster.
got into music videos.
I
'cause-
loved it because
I
it's
was
like, what's the
here or
story?
there,
What's the story
yeah.
of this song?
Well, that was the problem. Is most music videos that I watched, there wasn't a story behind
was-
it. It was
yeah.
just ass shaking and fucking.
Like if you
chains,
watch
and I was
White,
like-
if you watch White Iverson,
Iverson's, yeah.
best example is Trinidad James, "Gold on my watch," go, and it's just him riding like a gold bicycle through the hood. And I'm
I'll
like,
do you one better. 1985 by Bowling for Soup.
oh, that's
That
yeah.
music video is timeless.
1985. Oh, dude, so good.
Oh man, I had that
Or
one on the
Stacy's
iPod.
mom, bro.
Oh, I had that
Stacy's
one on
mom has
the
got it
half-inch
going
screen.
on.
I had that one played on there all
yes,
the time.
yes.
Should do some Bowling for Soup remixes. Bro.
Ah, dude, they're doing really well for themselves right now.
Are they? I
They're-
haven't really
They're
heard
playing
much.
on the Vans Warped Tour right now.
Oh, good for
like,
them.
Yeah, and they're playing into the act a little bit though. Like they had the
They
guy
have
who
to. The whole thing
Well,
is
they
an
had the
act.
guy who voice acted Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He's been like coming out on stage because they sang the 100 Ways to End the Summer song,
yeah,
and so
yeah.
they've been leaning into it a little
That's
bit.
great.
But they're funny guys. Like the lead singer is like very active on Instagram. His stuff
That's good
kind
to
of
hear
gets in
that
my
they're together,
algorithm.
man. Because I've been watching or listening to them for a long time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I mean, that's a complete detour from we're talking about Travis Scott. To
Well, that's
Bowling
okay.
for Soup.
We gotta start finishing this up, but I do want to because you mentioned it. Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
so
going
my,
on there?
My family, obviously. Oh, there we go. Just repping it right. My family were huge hippies, big deadheads. My mom's actually 10 years older than my dad, so she had 10 years more fucking dead experience than he
Yeah.
did, and going back older and further. So, you know, what are your parents? What's your background like? You know,
God.
as far as that goes?
I grew up riding in a car where the license plate on the back said DEDHEAD.
Nice.
I don't think there was a single morning that my dad didn't drive us to school, and Allman Brothers, Widespread Panic,
Wow.
or the Grateful
Panic,
Dead was not
yeah.
playing. Only live shows, obviously. Like, we weren't listening to the masters.
Some taper gave it to you.
Yeah,
your dad.
My dad is like really invested in them. Like he went on to do like med school and stuff, but in between, like he was like doing odd jobs. Like he worked as like a state park person to like make money to go to dead show. Like he was he was like a follower, and then he, I guess, convinced my mom to come along with him, and so like that's what I grew up on, was that kind of stuff, and he persisted to like into my college era, because in Macon, Georgia is where the Allman Brothers are from.
Oh, I forgot.
And
that was
so
like spot.
We would go to like Greg and Dwayne's gravesite and place a rolling paper and a penny on the gate outside, and that's where the big house is. And so, yeah, huge influence. My dad has, he always jokes, so his office, he works from home. His office is just this expansive library of books about all of these different bands. He has 8 128 gigabyte iPods, the fat, thick ones that are all full. So that whatever 128 times 8 is, like they're all full of shows, everything. Like, and he has all these CDs. He has every guitar that Greg Allman played, but in like miniature form. He's got these limited edition Grateful Dead Hot Wheels cars that apparently you can't find them anywhere.
Huge fan. Holy shit.
And then he's got the fucking, there's a mushroom of a pendant, right? They only gave them to the Allman Brother family, and they're like a huge like deal. My dad like dropped like $6,000 on one on eBay and like got it verified and
got
stuff.
one.
So like he's just like,
it's part of the family now.
And so my dad's always joking. He's like, I ain't saved shit for y'all like financially, but here's your inheritance. And it's like,
it's okay. That's actually
about his office.
Dude, that is going to accrue value.
Yeah,
like that's the kind of shit that you will be able to sell for.
Bro, you can make a fucking museum out of that.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and I think he is weirded out by the like EDM music that I DJ, but he was always telling me growing up, like he tried to get me to play the fucking viola, and I was horrible at it. He was like, I want my son to play fiddle, but like he has always pushed us to be musically like inclined, even though he himself had never played an instrument or anything. He just loves the music, and so he also appreciates the fact that I'm like doing a musical thing. But he huge Deadhead, huge Allman Brothers fan, and then obviously Widespread Panic started in Athens when he was at UGA, and so like he was like in classes with the drummer and stuff, and like so he's done it all in that realm, and has made it like his life pretty much in terms of collecting and all that stuff. And even when the internet was getting popular, he wasn't like responsible for it, but he was helping move CDs to LimeWire of dead shows.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so he wasn't, I mean, he wasn't like the pioneer of it, but like
but there's a huge culture that went into that. My dad's part of that culture too.
A ton of CDs of all these live shows, and he was kind of helping put like stuff on the internet. Not like to the extent where he was like sitting there every day doing it, but like he had his collection he was trying to put up on the internet and stuff. And so he's sending me I could probably check my text right now, and there's, y'all know what Dick's Pics is?
I've heard that.
I've
actually heard that.
This guy, I don't really know what his relation is to the band, but he sits there and picks different songs from live shows. He's on like Dick Pics like 75 now, and they're like 25 song like albums.
Oh wow!
And
from live shows.
From live shows, the guy just like sits there and like picks his favorite songs and organizes them, and like
holy shit.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're like not very cohesive because they're like different shows at different.
But it just
But it's all cool.
It's like a live album kind of.
Right, and so that my dad's always sending me stuff like that. He's still plugged into it, and then more recently at Halloween, we got the opportunity to see. Why am I blanking now?
I know, fucking
the Bob Weir Experience.
Yeah, Bob Weir Experience,
which
crazy.
was Bob Weir and String Cheese, and that was really cool. My dad was like, because my dad also refuses to go see Dead and Company.
Yeah, my dad's the same.
My dad's like, I'm like, dude, Dad, John Mayer's like one of the best guitarists.
Ain't Jerry Garcia, baby.
Yeah, he said, that ain't Jerry up there. I said, okay, fine, whatever. And that was the same weekend Phil Lesh had died. That Saturday,
that was a powerful
before Bob Weir
weekend.
played on Sunday, and they did Box of Rain as a tribute to Phil Lesh. Yeah, I don't cry. I was like damn near tearing up. I was like, holy fuck, this
was a
is powerful. Yeah. And so that's like, I was telling him, I was like, that's like the only experience I've had with a Grateful Dead member. He's like, well, at least you had one, because they're going quick. Like, so yeah.
Wow.
But that was a good memory to have, though. I did the same thing. I probably wasn't in the crowd for as long as you were, but I did stay for
I was there the whole damn time. Yeah, whole time.
You know, it's funny because, like, for being the offspring of two huge Deadheads, I have not really picked up the vibe of, like, the newer Dead, right? Like the Dead and Company.
Sure,
like,
I don't
when
really
I see
listen
Bob
to
Weir
him.
play with, like, various people, like my parents are plugged into Nugs, like the Nugs network, so like they're always listening to stuff and sending me links the same way, and like, yeah, I'd probably get fucking castrated for this, but like I love the Dead and I love Bob Weir and I love what they're doing and carrying on the legacy and stuff, especially going to the Sphere and playing these big fucking spots, but I can't personally get behind it, especially when I'm going to Hula and I'm going like balls to the wall with bass music and like I'll fucking go around and spin around in a field listening to Bobby Weir trying to make it through a song.
String cheese was so good. Like,
was it? I wasn't there for Saturday night, so I missed Saturday.
David had to go back. Yeah, dude.
I had a gig that day.
Yeah, David had that gig somewhere too. But I don't know. I'm very like, this is his hat. I have all of his shirts.
The culture is crazy.
I feel like I'm gonna get castrated for this. I feel like it's been infected a little bit by like white frat boys, like, and I don't help because I was one, but like I also have an excuse to like.
What's kind of interesting is like, because you were from, like you said, the what is it, Macon area?
I'm from Savannah, but the school that I went to was in the Macon area.
In the Macon area, and like I went to Athens a few times and partied with some of the frat kids out there and set up some of their shows and stuff.
Music lives there, dude.
Well, that's the thing, is if you're like the fraternity culture in Athens, and I assume Macon and some of these other Georgia towns. It doesn't
translate to my college, but I know what you're about to
but
say.
like it's completely different than like what I experienced at Gainesville, right? Because just like a frat pregame for a football game, like a homecoming, not even a homecoming game, but just like a home football game.
It's a local band.
It's a fucking, it's a lineup. It's a lineup of local bands. And then they get a fucking headliner that they pay thousands of dollars that's like a cover band or like someone play like a tribute band. And then they fucking rock until 10. And then at 10, they fucking start the DJs and they go until 2. And then and then they fucking, the cops come and shut down the party and they go 2 or 3 floors down into the basement and they fucking rock till 6 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Athens also has the most bars per square mile out of any city in the country.
I love Athens, dude. It's one of my favorite cities. I always said I kind of should have gone to like Georgia State, but being at UF, it's hard for me to. Oh wait, is that UGA in Athens?
Georgia State is Atlanta. UGA.
UGA is Athens. Okay, that's the Bulldogs. Yeah.
Yep. Go Dogs.
Well then, I should have been UGA. Should have been. I don't give a fuck.
I'm the product of 2 of them, and I'm dating one. So
well,
I don't really have a choice. I don't watch football.
I'm cursed to fucking all the women in my life went to FSU for some reason. My mom went to FSU and Leah went to FSU.
Holy shit!
I don't know. Apparently, FSU has a better program than UF does. Shit, bro.
I don't know. I got a public health degree from a.
Hey, you made it happen. You fucking made it happen. Do not regret a single thing.
No, it was all worth it. Yeah. Every step you take. No, I'm kidding. But, no, and so that's got a huge influence on me. I still religiously have live shows that like I like the most, like Eyes of the World at what show was it? The Pacific something. I can't remember. The cover's like blue and orange. Like anybody goes, you got a favorite Dead song? Like instantly that. Like everybody has a favorite live song, if not live show that they go to. Like no one, if you're a real Dead fan, is like, oh yeah, I like Casey Jones. Like like you have a live song because none of the songs were ever the same at every single show.
Right.
They were never the same length either.
Right.
That song could have been 2 minutes. That song could be 15. Like you never know. It depends on the show.
It could have been 5 songs together over a 25-minute period.
Right, which is so sick.
Going from one to the other, coming back.
I understand why people don't like it too, though. Like it can get very boring.
Well, it's a vibe. You got to catch the vibe. If you don't like the vibe and it's not your thing, like if you're a metal fan, you're not going to like it.
Well, if you're a rap fan, you're definitely not going to like it. Like it's
there's no bass to it.
Too slow.
Like, there's yeah.
But one band, and I don't know what like level of cancel this really was, but my dad does stick up for Goose. He thinks they're like the next like band that people are going to talk about. Like
you
they talk
think
about
so?
The Dead. Yeah, he's like, they're incredible. And I'm like,
The next band that they're going to talk about, like The Dead?
I mean, in terms of jam band, like respect kind of thing.
Are they newer? Or?
Goose?
I'm not familiar with Goose.
Goose. Few years old now.
But not like 10 or 20.
I saw him at Oki back in 2020.
Okay.
I mean, they're gonna be at Hula. They have 2 sets of Hula, so we'll go this year.
Yeah, I'm going every day at Hula.
Fucking love Goose, dude. There was some rumors that there was some sort of something going on. I don't know, but like musically, they're
Well,
Musically amazing.
It's interesting
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
what the jam band scene is turning into, because you kind of have like the Tipper fans and like the fucking what's
but
the
they
big
have
one?
to show respect. They don't have a choice.
Well, they do, but it's become so many different like what am I trying to say? Like micro groups, because you have like the fucking Fish fans, you have the Cope fans, you got the fucking
Pearl Jam
fans, you got, which those guys are, all those bands are even starting to get older now, you know.
Yeah.
Like Panic is fucking from the 90s, late 80s, 90s.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I mean, I was fucking conceived to Panic, you know. Like,
I was conceived of one of them. I don't know which one,
but anyway, I know we're running out of time. What do you got coming up? You got anything to tell the people about, releases, shows, anything like that?
Life has been really cool lately. It's felt like it started to get really busy. I'm not sleeping as much, but you know.
Amen.
No, I mean, more recently I did direct support for 2%. That was an awesome feeling. Even before that, I did Mystic, which was really cool. Got the whole video recorded. Whole thing is up on YouTube. So
I've been killing it with the videos.
yeah,
too.
I've been trying to get better at doing the content because I'm, a one-man show here. And then so those were 2 notable shows in the past, month or so. And then coming up, we have our show on Thursday at TK.
Yep.
And then Friday, I'm playing house music, which is not good for the UKG dubstep brand I'm going for, but I still have a love for it. And I'm going to be doing a set with HP, which is the guy that I did that pool set with at Deep Waves thing.
Okay.
So I'll be doing that with him. We're opening up for Slug, which is a really cool house artist. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him.
I'm not super familiar, but I know the name.
He's really, really cool. I saw him at Shipwrecked this past year.
Oh,
he was
cool.
inside.
Okay.
Yeah, he was cool as fuck.
I'm about to get me
and
guest
then
listen to that shit.
yeah, hey man, tickets are like $38.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so if you want to go, just let me know. I don't know how many guest lists I get, but
You gotta support too. You gotta pay the money. You gotta support. Pay into it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting paid, but and then Saturday we have Dinit, which is gonna be really cool.
All right.
I'm really excited about that one. And then coming up, I don't know if we're allowed to publicly promote it yet because I think there's still some stuff in the works. But I'll be opening up for a couple Louisiana legends.
Hell yeah!
I'll leave it at that.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a duo and then another guy
Coming down here.
Coming down here.
Oh,
that
fuck.
show will be in September.
Nice.
They're gonna that show's gonna be sick. So, yeah, that's what's in the works. I think I'm also trying to get better at production as time goes.
As
I'm taking lessons or going to start taking lessons from a certain British DJ who wears a pink ski mask. So I'll leave it at that. I won't name drop him, but he makes some bangers, and I definitely have paid my fair share of his Bandcamp drops. So I was like, I reached out to him, and he was like, yeah, mate, we'll get it going.
Yeah,
I was like, so yeah, so I'm gonna start doing some more serious stuff with the production, and then take gigs as they come, because as you know, like, we can't really build out a schedule that far. We just kind of, when stuff happens, it happens, and that gives me so much anxiety, but like, do what I can.
Your girl's a trooper for it, I'm sure.
God bless her. Always supportive. I know it didn't really talk about personal life as much, but huge support. She could very easily be angry with how busy I've been and how many nights I've spent at TK lately. But she's been very supportive, and she's very proud of what's going on. And although it doesn't feel like, real, like this is going to be it, because I'm still doing the 9 to 5 stuff, she will be totally supportive if it does, which is cool. So
that's awesome, bro.
Yep.
You need a good support system.
Because she takes care of my baby boy when I'm not home.
Yeah.
Jerry boy.
Shout out Jerry.
Stink.
Shout out Stink.
So
Shout out Stink.
So yeah, shout out Christina. Shout out Stink. Shout out anybody, all of our friends that come and support us at
Yeah.
all those shows.
Yes, sir.
We wouldn't look as cool if they didn't.
The ones that get right up on the
Yeah,
DJ booth,
yeah.
not the rest of the shop.
Please,
Just
for the
right
love
up
of
on the
God,
DJ
dance.
booth.
I need to look cool.
I mean, to make it look lit.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, but yeah, it's a lot of. I'm very happy. All my friends and all my friend group of anybody that I dissociate with down here has been met through the music scene. So very grateful for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're grateful to have you here, man. And
Thank you.
yeah, Cobb, you've been killing it. So
Yeah.
best
it
of
up,
luck
bro.
We'll
to
see.
the rest of what you got going on.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
man.
you, and y'all.
It's
too.
exciting.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Long episode. This is season 2, episode 6.
Ooh, we're back.
Of the REM music. REM music. Final mix. Thank y'all so much for watching.
Hell
This
yeah.
is Cobb. Until next time, y'all.
Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.